Cracks in brick, cracks in block, sticking windows or doors. Settling or sinking foundation, it's a fact. Foundation problems don't get better with time, but they do get better when you call APS.
It is the afternoon weather briefing video. This is Wednesday, the 6th of July. I'm James Spann, and you know the deal. It's hot, it's humid, and it's raining in spots. Classic summertime weather pattern continues here across Alabama in the Deep South, as we typically do. Let's begin with the upper air look across the country this afternoon. You see those bigger numbers there, like the 593s across the southern states. That is the height where the pressure is 500 millibars. That's 5,930 meters. And the higher the heights, the hotter typically it's going to be. And you see all those 593s across the region, and we're clearly underneath an upper high. We'll check the visible satellite view, and you can see that we've got a mostly sunny sky, but just a few pockets of convection across the state today. The activity is not quite as extensive as recent days. There's a look at the radar composite about 2:15 this afternoon. And again, you can see a few scattered storms up over the Tennessee Valley of North Alabama, and really that's about it. It seems like the air aloft a little warmer today, the air a little more stable, and accordingly showers are fewer in number. We'll check the heat levels. Those observations taken at 2 o'clock. We've got mostly low 90s across the central counties of the state. Birmingham at 93, Anniston 92, Tuscaloosa 90. We do note Haleyville is at 95. And really the hotter values are to the north over the Tennessee Valley. Huntsville is at 95. Memphis is at 98. And again, we'll be in the 90s every day for the rest of this week. Here's a look at the heat advisory, the counties in orange. And we have an excessive heat warning for a few counties up in the Tennessee Valley. That would be Colbert, Lauderdale, Limestone, and Madison. For the counties in purple up there, that's where the heat index could hit 110. For the orange counties, that's where the heat index could reach 105. And levels not quite as bad over the southern half of the state. But again, like we talk about every day, it's going to be hot on days like this, even if you're not in a heat advisory. Here's a look at the national advisories. That heat situation runs up to Kansas City and St. Louis, Dallas-Fort Worth, and a heat advisory as well. Here's a look at the severe weather outlook for the rest of today and tonight. We have a risk on top of the heat ridge from Montana down to the Dakotas. Let's look at the outlook tomorrow. And we do note that risk kind of extends into the northern and eastern counties of the state. In fact, we now have a level 2 out of 5, slight risk. This is for tomorrow and tomorrow evening, kind of clipping that northeastern corner. We've got a marginal risk now down to Russellville, Birmingham, and Phoenix City. And the heavier storms in that part of the state could produce some strong winds, wet microburst, if you will. We'll keep an eye on that. But remember, all summer storms can be strong, and they can produce a whole lot of lightning. Then we'll go to day 3, which is Friday, a marginal risk just north of here. Here's a look at the rain for the next 7 days across the United States. And again, here in Alabama, the average amounts 1 to 2 inches for the eastern counties, 1/2 to 1 inch for the western counties. But we all know some spots may be picking up 2 inches in 1 hour, like Hamilton, Alabama did yesterday. But just down the road, it might not rain a drop. Classic summertime weather. Peak of the tropics, awfully quiet. No tropical storm formation expected for the next 2 days and for the next 5 days out across the Atlantic Basin. So model fans, let's go. Here's the GFS. This is the 12Z run, valid tomorrow afternoon at 4. And once again, that upper high kind of sitting on top of us, meaning the weather's just not going to change a lot. And again, you see those splotches of green here on the synoptic scale map. That's not very helpful. We're just going to see random scattered storms tomorrow afternoon. Highs mostly in the mid-90s. Look at Friday. Pretty much the same situation, and the weather's not going to change that much for the weekend. Evidence the heat might back off a little bit. This is Saturday and Sunday. Highs in the low 90s. And I don't know if you can tell the difference between 91 and 95. Some people maybe. But the pattern stays the same. We'll go out to next week. This is Monday and Tuesday. And again, really this time of the year, the upper air maps tell more of the story. This is a week from today, Wednesday, the 13th, and the really intense upper high moves off to the west. And there's a trough north of the state kind of beating down that ridge and that should bring the heat levels down a little bit and give us an increase in the number of showers and storms along the way, possibly toward the middle part of next week. And again, it's not going to rain everywhere, but storms should be a bit more active. We'll go out 10 days. This is Saturday, the 16th of July. Same thing. The core of the upper high is out west. Over the eastern states, we have broad troughing, and again, maybe a few spotty showers around. This is rain for Birmingham coming off the GFS ensemble for the next 15 days. The mean, the green line, about 3 inches, and that's not bad for this time of the year, but of course, your number will vary. Heat levels, mid-90s through Saturday. Then Sunday and all of next week, the highs closer to 90. And I think you can probably notice the difference. It's about a 5-degree drop. We'll take that. We'll take anything like that this time of the year. And hot off the presses, got the new 8 to 14-day outlook. This is for July 14th through July 20th. And again, the hottest weather should be in the western half of the country at that point. Temperatures here near average. And north of here, temperatures will likely be a little below average based on the projected upper air pattern later this month. So that's it for the afternoon edition of the weather briefing video. We're doing these in the morning about 5:15 to 5:30, in the afternoon about 2:30 until 3. We always have notes on our blog, alabamawx.com, and we invite you to watch us on ABC 3340 News this evening at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful evening, and God bless.
Sagging, bouncing, or uneven floors? Call Alabama Professional Services. Standing water or high humidity? Call APS. Nasty odors or dangerous mold? Call APS. Critters, bugs, or other pests? That's right, call APS. It's a fact. Crawl space problems don't get better with time, but they do get better when you call APS. Call Alabama Professional Services today.